Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to learn how to create weekly attendance tracking register very easily in PowerPoint. Now, if you work in the HR department or any other department where you need to track the attendance of your colleagues or the co-workers and people that you work with, having to enter whether the person is present or absent manually can be a very daunting task. For instance, let's say on Monday, the person named name 1 was present, so I have to type present. If let's say on day 2 he or she is absent, I have to do that manually. Okay, and then at the end of the day I have to count automatically to know whether he came to work 3 or 4 times within that week. That can be very daunting. So in today's video we'll be looking at how to create a very simple conditional formatting that can help us do this work very easily. So if you look at my table over here, I have my full name shown over here. That is my full name, and I have the days from Monday to Friday, and then the total, which will give me whether the person was present 4 times in a week or 5 times in a week. Aside that, I have the title of my table, which is the weekly attendance tracking register. Now, so what I want to do over here is that I want to apply some conditional formatting or some conditional formatting rules to the table that I have from Monday to Friday. So the first thing I do is I select over here, right, just under the Monday, I select that all the way to Friday and then downwards, okay, to the end of the register. So from there I go onto my tab. Under my home tab, I come to conditional formatting. That is what we are going to use. So I click on conditional formatting and then I come to new rule. We want to set a new rule. Are you okay? So I click on that and this is what is going to pop up. Now under select a rule type, I have a format all cells based on their value, so I'll keep that as it is. And then if I come to this area where my cursor is, format cells based on their values, you can see that the format style, what I will select is I will select this style icon set, because that is what I want to use, so I'll use icon set. Okay, now that the icon set has been shown, I'll select the icon style over here, icon style. I'll come here and select either this or this, anyone that you think will be very nice for you, but I will go with this. So I'll select this as my icon style and then I will tick mark this box, show icon only. That is what I want to show icons only. Right now, under the value and then the type over here, what I'll do is that I don't want my type to be percentage, I just want them to be numbers. So I'll select number and number over here. So under the value, okay, when the value is greater or equal to 1, I want it to return this icon. But then if it is less than 1, or when it is equal to 0, I want it to return the X or the absent mark over here. So with that, I'll just press OK. Okay, so from here all I did was I come to icon format style, I selected icon sets, icon style, I chose this icon style, and then I tick mark show icons only, and then under type I selected number for both, and then over here it's greater or equal to, over here it's just greater. Okay, and then the values are 1 and then 0, and then I press OK. Now once that is done, if I come to my table and I press 1 over here, you can see the icon will show. Here if I press 0, it means the person is absent. So very easily you can see that the values are coming as I put, so which means that our conditional formatting is working. So I will just quickly erase that. Okay, so what I will do for the total is to use a formula called the count if. Right, I'll use count if for the formula. So to do that, I'll type equal to count if. Okay, so this formula, double click it, so it will tell me to select the range. So for the range, it is from Monday to Friday. Okay, then I placed comma, the criteria I just placed 1 over there. Right, so count if it is on Monday, if it is true or the person is present, you count it as 1. If not, you will return 0. Okay, and then I close my bracket and then I press enter. Okay, so right now, because I don't have any value over here, the total given to me is 0. So I'll drag this formula down, okay, till the end of my sheet. And so this is what I have. So now if I, let's say the person named 1 came from Monday all the way to Thursday and then was absent on Friday, you can see that once I place 0 on Friday, it will come as a cross sign, and then my total is 4. So that will give me the total attendance for that particular person. And then for the person named 2, let's say on Monday he was not around, but the rest of the week, sorry, Control Z, okay, but for the rest of the week the person was present. So that will give me those values. So all I have to do over here is just to fill in either 1 or 0, and then it will give me the attendance of every worker over here with the total. So as you can see, if the person is present on Monday, I just enter 1 and then it will give me present. If the person is absent, just 0, and then that is that. And then as I go on and on, you see that the count if is working, and then the number increases as I enter more values. Now if you want to format this, let's say you want this should not be left aligned and you want it to be center aligned, that is very easy. Select everything you have and just select align center, okay, and then that will be that. So this is how we create a very simple weekly attendance tracking register without you having to type present or absent manually in Excel. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial where I'll be giving you more Excel tips. So this is Samuel from my science tutorial, and bye bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to learn how to create automatic bar charts, as you can see in Excel. Now you can see the scores over here, and you can see the bar chart over here. Now this bar chart is actually very active and very responsive, in that, for instance, if I change the 80% over here to, let's say, 10%, and I press enter, you can see that the bar chart has reduced. And if I increase it back to 80, let me say 70%, you can see the bar chart responding like that. Now in order for you to be able to do this, this is what we are going to do. So rather than coming here, I'm going to insert tab, and then under your icons shapes, rather than using these shapes to actually try to depict your progress bar in progress bar or bar chart in Excel, we don't want to do that. We want to make it very responsive. So the first thing I will do, okay, just to save some time, I'm going to copy this part of the table. So let me just quickly paste it here. So I select this, and then I copy, then I come here, and then I paste. Okay, so just a sec. So now that I've pasted it, I'll just increase the column over here, double tap to increase here as well, and then I'll call this progress bar. So progress bar. Okay, all right, so let me extend that. Very good. And then let me apply the page border, all borders all across. Okay, so now that we have this, let's go ahead and see how we can create the progress bar or the bar chart in this case. So to be able to do that, what I'll do is I'll type equals rep, R-E-P-T, okay, repeat this, and then I type this exclamation sign, and then this sign actually, okay. So this straight line or this sign on your computer, and then I press the quotation. So it means I want this particular line, okay, that symbol to be repeated. So I press comma. Now how many number of times do I want that symbol to be repeated? So I want it to be repeated by 70, okay, the number over here in the scores, okay, multiplied by 100. Are you okay? So the formula again, so we are saying that we should repeat this symbol, okay, this symbol, this number of times, that is the score, multiplied by 100, and that is what we want. So if I press enter, you see this is what it is going to give me. So let me move this. Okay, so this is what it is giving me right now. It's not looking very beautiful, but we'll make some changes. So I'll repeat the same formula for all. So I'll just drag to the end over here, and then you can see what I have over here. So this is what I have for now. Now for us to just change it from these straight lines or these vertical lines to the progress bar or the bar chart, this is what we do. So I'll select everything over here in my progress bar, then I'll go under font. Okay, under font I'll just type playbill, yeah, so PLAY bill, okay, and then I press enter. Okay, so once I convert them to playbill, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like the progress bar that you have seen. Now don't forget that this is not a shape, it's like a font or a text. So for me to change the color, I come to font color over here. I can choose any color I want, either blue, gold, red, or yellow, or anything, but I'm going to go for green in this case. So that is that. So now if I come here and then I make this 100%, you can see that the bar chart will actually respond accordingly like that. And as well, if I come here and let's say I type 20%, you can see that the bar chart has also been reduced. Okay, so now let me shift this close to this, the 100%, so that when it's 100%, it's actually very full. So yes, for instance, if I change the staff one, the score to 100%, okay, I know that the bar is actually full. Very good. And then if I make this, let's say 80%, it should be very close to what I have. Let me make this just, let's say 15%. Okay, and it goes down like that. So this is how you create a progress bar or a bar chart, very active and very reactive in Excel. So thank you so much for watching. I believe you've learned something new in Excel today, and you can use this to impress your boss or your teacher or whoever you want to impress at your workplace or in school. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.